Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Night Education here, and welcome to the series 7 of Unreal Engine 4 FPS series. And today we're going to be finishing our animation blueprints. As far as we have done our character animation as on the part of the series 7. If you haven't watched it, I should make sure I recommend you to watch that. As of now, ready your engine and ready to start. Open up your project. I will work it out with you. As for my last video, we have done all the stuff, installing or importing the stuff to our content browser and much more what we need to for the animation pack, and we have set all the animation for the blend space and the blueprints, and we have to add to do the blueprints. So I'm going to quickly go into the character and not in the animation, into the blueprint and opening the sweat underscore BP. And also I am going to open it the run and walk and run blend space too. So for here I am going to the sweat underscore blueprint. As for of the last video, we have wrapped over to this video. So from here we go to be continue. From here it says that it should be acting with the run and blueprint blend space. So we have created two variables in the float called direction and the speed. You can able to make this to some categories if you want, if you need. Now it's all incomplete. We finished everything. Now we need to do a transition from the idle to run to idle. First I'm going to from the idle to run. Open up this transition. Let's set this off. So result can enter transition. From here we are going to checking out with floating float. Float less than equals to, or we can able to, you cannot use the float less than equals, so we can able to use greater than equals to. So this allows us to make the speed transition. So why I'm going to the speed and directing to the get speed and going to connect with this. And also we had to select this as a 10. So for the way in this greater than equals to 10, if the speed is greater than equals to 10, so this would be executed from the idle to run. As the way we finished this, we completed this, and from the run walk and run to the idle, you got to open this and do the same over here. By opening this, but for this time we have to use float greater than equals to. In that we have used the float less than equals to. Why we are using the float greater than equals to? It's because we are going to transition with the back from the 10%. If the speed is below 10%, then it should execute. So save and compile this. Now if should not be seen any error by the way. And one more thing I have to say that I missed this. Go to the event graph in your SWAT BP. In the event blueprint update animation, we are going to check the whether we have to start the animation or not. So for the first of all, we have to take this and to the sequence node, because we are in the future I'm going to use or we are going to use some other node, so we are going to use sequence. For this we can able to add by these pins. over here. And now I am going to cast to the third person. So I won't do the third person for now. So I am going to entirely change the character to the new character. So I'm going to cast to character. I'm going to type this simply character, cast to character, like this. And for the object, you can able to select the object by try getting pawn owner. So I am going to check it with try getting the pawn owner. And by this time we are going to get the actor velocity and actor rotation. So we can get the actor rotation and velocity from here by clicking here. We can able to type by clicking here and get velocity. So we are getting the velocity from the get pawn owner. So next to this, I am going to get the value for actor rotation. Yeah, over here we got these two. I am going to organize the neatly with this, and going to connect this to. And one thing I have to do from the cast to the character, drag the all the way from here, and we have to calculate the speed. And go and click this to the calculate direction, and you can able to check this into the velocity. For the target, it should be itself, and for the actor rotation, just go to the rotation for this. And over here you have to go. Nextly, I'm going to set the speed. So I'm going to set the speed over here. No, I have to set the speed, not this. Oops, it's direction. I need to set the speed right here. Just connect this to variable, and it's not a variable, it's a function, and this is a variable. So connect this off. Now in this we are going to make it okay, fine. It's the speed where we are going to calculate. So drag out from the speed, and we have to go to the, not from the speed, sorry for that, from the velocity. We have to drag from the velocity, and we can able to set this for something called vector length squared. So after that, just check it out to the speed like that. Compile and save this, and you can able to see it just checking out. Wait a few minutes, I will check the code. Okay, it's good. Let's go to the character, and we have everything done. Oh yeah, we have to do a change. So all right click. So in here you should set the direction first. So I had to set the direction first, and next to the speed. So I'm going to set the direction to the speed, and for the direction it's the return value. Save and compile. We are done. And big thumbs up, and we are done to our blueprint. Let's close everything and go back to our content browser, and I can able to select the third person, open up the third person character, and I can go all the way to the viewport, and in here go to our viewport, and there is our player. So in here we are going to change the player. So select the mesh from the drop down view, and I will expand this little bit for my more conclusion, and more I have to go to the detail panel, and by selecting the mesh, go back go all the around to the mesh, and to the skeleton mesh, just change this back to our SWAT. So there you go, there is our squat. And if I hit play, if I hit play, you can able find that our character is just clipping off that we will be see in the in this I will make that cool. And from this, so if you see here, the character is moving without animation. He is just with a dummy, but I am moving around. Without this, it's not really good. So go back to this to the blueprint for our third person view, and select the mesh for our character, and all the way to the unknown class, and select this to our SWAT BP, whatever you may name this of. So as soon as I select this, it starts idling and it's look pretty awesome. If I started playing, you can able to find that if I move, it just walks and it's really good. And one more thing I have to say, that just make the follow camera, make this the correct position. In order to do this, you can able to rotate this as a 0 position, and for this also a 0, and this also 0, and also the x-axis for a location should be 0. This should be of course to be 0, 0, and this should be also a 0. Now you can able to easily turn this around, and I will be right back. And there you go, I am done with my adjustment, and I am going to learn more about this. Quickly compile and save this project and go to our cert and ready to play. If I begin, and it looks really good, and it's really awesome, but we don't have any weapon, so in the future I will make that the weapon too. And one more about this, there is some clipping. I can able to see the mouth on the teeth, and able to see all over the body, so it should not be like that. So for treating that, go back to again to your third person camera, and just move the camera all the way down to make sure that, and there you go, I have got this like. And one more thing I had to say, that the capsule is so much bigger, but the character is way back too small, so I got to increase the size. Where do I am doing this? Go ahead to this and make this transition, select this in between and drag all the way to which he is there. So I got him from there. Yeah, I got this, and right, and compile this, save this, and we get to go. If I go again and play this stuff, I can able to see a good armor, and I can able to walk. You can able to see the walk, but the clipping is there. But if I will going to set the camera to here, where the hands will move all the way down, so we cannot see this clipping way. So it's good, the armor is good, arm is good, and everything, our transition is good. But one way, if I all the way run and stop, it just breaks, and our animation is breaking. So way to fix this, I have to go to, there is one way to make it to work. So I'm going into our blend space, and over here you will find it of interpretation time. Set it back to 1 to each other, like that. If you say and compile, go to this. If you start to play, then the character moves very really slow, and if it stops, it's just not breaks up. You can able to see I'm just leaving. It just smooth up down to wait to our character really coming up to life. So this the way our character, FPS character, is coming up to life. So yes, If you have any queries regarding this, just make the video softer and slower and it will be work. If have or rather than problem, you can able to contact me in my mail and I will make the work possible. By the way, thanks for watching. Stay awesome, be creative. Nihal Knights EDU signing out. This video is made possible by my supporters on the Dreadeye. If you want more videos like this, then check out my Dreadeye page, is in the link in the description. To stay up to date on my new releases, make sure you have follow me on the main social media.